This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And woe, the second woe represents World War II, and the third woe that's coming quickly represents World War III. And indeed, it is coming quickly. And the wicked, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, they know it as well. First and foremost, before I get started, I want to thank Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. And I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutation, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. And I hope and pray this lesson be edifying to the elect. So, just World War III news update. Came across this article from RT, and it says U.S. to build new DOOMSDAY plane. The command and control aircraft will allow the president to continue leading the country in case of nuclear war. So these devils know what time it is, man. And nuclear war is all throughout the scriptures. The scriptures talk about the earth will reel to and fro like a drunkard. The scriptures talk about arrows, being shot from the ends of the earth, and that's, all talking about these ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missiles, being shot on Babylon, man, which is that second death, which is that lake of fire, spoken about in the book of Revelation, man. It's not a place where, you get burned forever and some guy in a red latex suit with a pitchfork pokes you and ha 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 ha, just burn. No, according to these fucking false prophets out there, even some of these damn people that claim that they know the truth, man, for the nation of Israel, so there's a lot of things going on, but as Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi commanded us to do, as prophets, as sincere teachers of the scriptures, according to the spirit and power of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, who we learned from our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who we believe sincerely Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is dealing with, because everything that they have shown us through the spirit has indeed come to pass and is coming to pass through the spirit and power of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So, we're commanded to blow the trumpet, and give warning onto you Israelites out there, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and our fellow brethren that were scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but their seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, because contrary to what some of these false prophets are out there saying, the Lord Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, in the name of Yahawashi, did not do away with his people, man. They're people. And they do not love Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. They hate them. And King David said, do not I hate them that hate thee, O Lord? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, hates the Lord. If he didn't hate him, why would he do all the things that he does? And that's why everything is going to, their whole rulership is going to go up in flames, man. Everything. Them, their rulership, everything they stand for, everything that they touch, all of it is going up in flames, man. All praises to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi for that. So let's read some of this article. I'm going to get a couple scriptures, and that'll be the lesson. So this was published April 27, 2024, which is today. The 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And it says, the U.S. will develop a new doomsday plane intended to allow the president to continue leading the country in case of a nuclear war or other major disaster that destroys, command and control centers on the ground. the Air Force has announced. A $13 billion contract, for the Survivable Airborne Operations Center project has been awarded to Sierra Nevada Group, a U.S. Air Force spokesperson announced in a statement on Friday. Work on the new Strategic Command and Control military aircraft will be conducted at the company's facilities in Colorado, Nevada, and Ohio, the statement read. The deadline for the project is 2036, it added. They don't got time. They don't got that much time for it, man. If they're announcing it now, they probably already been working on it. It's probably damn near done. According to the spokesperson, the SAOC will be based on a commercial derivative jet which would be hardened and modified to meet the standards of the Pentagon. The SAOC is intended to become a replacement for the aging E-4B Night Watch aircraft or the National Airborne Operations Center that the U.S. Air Force is using at the moment. The E-4Bs, which are based on a Boeing 747 jet, have been around since the mid-1970s. The planes are expected to be retired in the early 2030s. According to Reuters, it has become increasingly difficult to maintain the aircraft as parts for them become obsolete. The U.S. Air Force currently operates 4 Doomsday planes, with at least one of them being constantly on alert. The E-4Bs carry advanced communications gear, are capable of refueling in the air, and can withstand nuclear blasts and various electromagnetic effects. Russia also has 4 Doomsday planes which are based on the Ilyushin 280 jet. The aircraft first took to the skies in 1985, but their communication equipment has been upgraded in recent years, a source told RIA Novosti in 2022 that the planes can now exchange data with Russian nuclear submarines, man. So, hey, these nations are gearing up for war, man, as it talks about in Joel, the 3rd chapter, man. You know? So let me just get a couple of scriptures real quick, because the scriptures indeed talk about Babylon will be hit with ICBM missiles and will be utterly burned with fire, man. Jeremiah 50:14, put yourselves in array against Babylon, right? Babylon means confusion, right? In the land of confusion, as the scriptures talk about the daughter of Babylon, your daughter comes after you. The daughter of Babylon is America, man. Because ancient Babylon wasn't destroyed by fire, That's not how that rulership was ended. It was conquered by the Persians and the Medes. It says and that's spiritual, because the scriptures talk about the Medes would take down Babylon in this time, and the Medes going into the Russians in this time. Jeremiah 50:14, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow, right? So all you nations that have nuclear capabilities, that have the silos, the Lord is going to put the spirit on all these different kingdoms, right? These different nations, to come up against America, man. Babylon the Great, It says, shoot at her, spare no arrows. Why? For she have sinned against the Lord, man. So Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi have the Lord of hosts of armies. One of their armies is indeed the nuclear missiles, man. This is Revelation 9:17. Salakia. Matter of fact, let's get this real quick. Salakia. See if I can find it. Matter of fact, let's get it over here. see. Let's go. 27. I'll start at 3. Joel 2 and 3. A fire devoureth them. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, and nothing shall escape. What does that sound like? The land before it is like the Garden of Eden. It's beautiful. There's trees, there's birds, there's animals, there's squirrels, chipmunks roaming around, people, kids playing, everything, right? Before them, everything is all, fine and dandy. But after them, it says it's a desolate wilderness. Yeah, and nothing shall escape. It says the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Right? So, and they're basically, when they get shot off, they're going to be in their formations, so to speak, right? Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pained. All faces shall gather blackness, right? So you talk about the smoke and everything, right? It's very beautiful and poetic how these scriptures are written. And they're written in parable form, so not everybody can get it. Only the ones that have the Rakal Gadash, the Holy Spirit, upon them. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like mighty men. And they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. Right? So this is one of the Lord's armies, man. And they're not going to be clashing into each other. They're not going to be bumping into each other and, striking each other and blowing up. No. The Spirit of the Lord is going to be upon these missiles, and they are going to hit their target, man. It says it right there. Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path, and they shall fall upon the sword. They shall not be wounded. So that's pretty much let's see. Here we go. Let's keep going. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief, right? Because it's going to come upon everything like suddenly. The scriptures talk about, the day of the Lord cometh as a thief in the night. And here's a point. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. Now, what in the world can make the earth quake and make the heavens dark? Right? What can do that? None other than the ICBM missiles, man. At Isaiah 24, and I'll go straight to the point. 19. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. Right? So this is the punishment that's coming to Babylon the Great. And these devils, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and particularly the elites, they know it. And that's why they're making their preparations for it, man. Isaiah 14 and 23. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it like the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts, man. The besom of destruction, talk about the when you talk about that destroying wind. Let's get that. A besom is a sweeping agent. Jeremiah 51 and 1. Thus saith the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, behold, I will rise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind. and will send Babylon unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Didn't we just read that in Jeremiah 50? Put your 50 and 14, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord, man. So this place is through, man. This place is out of here. Babylon the Great is out of here, man. It's soon to be out of here. It's already been morally broken down. The people are sad. The morale is low. Financially it's being broken down, and every facet of life in Babylon the Great is being attacked through the spirit and power of Bahasham, Yahawashi, using these devils to do it. Because as the scriptures say, Proverbs 21:1, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. He turneth it whithersoever he will. So ain't nothing that these devils are doing that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi aren't making them do, man, for prophecy's sake, man. Revelation 9:17. So as we talked about as horses and them not breaking their rank, and what was that in Isaiah, I believe. Salakia. In Joel, in Joel, the 2nd chapter. That's why King David said, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. Through thy precepts I get understanding, roughly paraphrasing. So this is Revelation 9:17. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire and jansen and brimstone. And the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. Right? So you're talking about the ICBM missiles. The warhead is where, if you talk about the tip of the arrow, that's where the damage comes from. That's where the fire and brimstone comes from, and it has, well, let's continue on. It says, by these three was a third part of men killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths, the nuclear warheads. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do hurt. Right? So when you talk about, let me see if I can find it. Here we go. So as it says in Revelation 9:19, for their power is in their mouth, right? So the nuclear warheads, right? The front of it would be the representative as the mouth, right? Because John the Revelator is describing what he's seeing, because this is while he's on the Isle of Patmos. This is before missiles were even invented. So they only could describe it the best way they could. So they use arrows. Apostle John the Revelator is using a serpent, right? Because he says, for their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do hurt. Right? So they talk about the multiple nuclear warheads that are in these missiles. So he described it as a serpent, right? So when you see that propelling, right, the smoke that trails after it, it looks like it could be a snake, If you, speaking as John the Revelator, not knowing what this is at that time. And with their heads, they do hurt, man, So, prophecy is being fulfilled right before our very eyes, man. Yahawah is soon to send Yahawashi, and these devils know it, man. These devils know that the prophecy must be fulfilled, The spirit of Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy, man, And the words of the Lord do not come back void, man. So whatever the Lord says, what is written will indeed happen, because Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi men that they cannot lie, man. You know, they are faithful and true. You know, we're seeing that play out right before our very eyes. So it's high time to wake out of sleep, you know, and to seek our power, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, before the evil days come, because they are indeed upon us, man. You know. So I hope and pray that this lesson was edifying. You know, I just wanted to blow the trumpet on this. You know, these devils know what time it is. You know, and I want to thank Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi once again for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. And I'll give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Kadash. I want to give double honor to the apostle and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutations, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening, learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutation to my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. I want to say a Baba Ball and Kwam Yasharallah. Hey, shalom. To the next one.